So generative AI, which is what we're against, is the use of billions and billions of people's images and videos. Everyday people, you and me, your parents, your sisters, your grandma, they are data scraping the entire internet and all social media sites for images and videos, which they then use to make a composite human being. So an avatar of a person who doesn't exist but is based on people who do exist, which they are then presenting back out into the world as real people.
Modelling agent Chelsea Bonner is labelled the body image warrior. Over her time, she's seen the evolution of the perfect model to include diversity of shape, size, ethnicity and disability. And now she's taking on artificial intelligence to stop what she believes will set the industry back by years.
The danger in that is things like who is controlling the narrative then of who is a real person and who isn't, or what women's body shapes should look like, or what is considered attractive.
In an effort to regain some kind of control, Chelsea is spearheading a petition to lobby federal government to act, to put some rules in place for a technology she says is so simple to use it can quickly get out of control.
And you actually taught yourself this technology to understand how it works. How easy is it to learn and how readily available?
Look, I am not particularly tech-minded, and it was, probably within a month I could build a whole human being within a couple of minutes.
Because internet images can be downloaded and then easily manipulated, Chelsea's concern is where and how these images are being used and who's reaping the financial rewards.
It pays too well for them to not do it. But meanwhile, the real model that they're stealing the image from, her body is doing things that she has not consented at all to do, manipulated by technology, and it's so easy.
The wheels of power haven't turned fast enough. So Chelsea's taken matters into her own hands, and by using the very technology she wants to see legislated, she's created her own app designed to prevent image theft and ensure everyone involved in the process is reimbursed.
The photographers still get paid, the models still get paid, the hair and makeup artists still get paid, everybody still gets paid, but the client has the option to use the software in order to create the images that they want to see, rather than use, Joe's fake people over there. We are able to clone, using 3D technology, the exact proportions and likeness of that person, whether it's an actor or a model, and it gets held in a library. So much like now when a client goes to our website and chooses from a portfolio of images, they will go and choose from a portfolio or a library of avatars. Then they go through to the next library. So then instead of hiring a live photographer, they will purchase the background images from that photographer. Then they will choose a hair and makeup option. So they will buy the hair and makeup option from that makeup artist. So that we're trying to catch as many people as we can in that process, so that everybody along the way still gets paid and they can still earn an income from this type of technology.
And as consumers, surely we have a right to know whether the images we're looking at are fake or not.
Yes, we absolutely have the right to know what we are visually consuming, the same way we have the right to know what we are eating. There should be an ingredients list when we are coming up against this type of nefarious software, because the impact it can have on body image, self-esteem, eating disorders. The rates of eating disorders because of TikTok have gone through the roof. They're 3 times worse than they were just a few years ago before TikTok was released onto the market. So we know that young women in particular are heavily influenced by social media. Obviously, I would prefer that they didn't use AI, generative AI at all in images that are supposed to be of human beings. That's my preference, but I think it's gone beyond that now. I don't know that there's a way to pull it back, and so in that case, we need regulations, protections and labelling.
So Chelsea, most of us are really ignorant to really the depths of this technology and how damaging it can be. And I think particularly as parents, we think, how can we actually arm our kids to head into, their futures and protect themselves? What advice have you got?
My best advice is, it's the oldest advice ever given to a human being, I think, which is knowledge is power. So learn, research, read. You can look up most of these articles on the internet. You can ask ChatGPT as many questions about artificial intelligence as you want. It's got all the information in there. So, utilise their own power against them if you want to. But our kids need to know about it. Schools need to be teaching it. Every workforce needs to be helping their staff understand generative AI and what it can be used for good and how it can be used in very bad ways.